Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your Arizona Coyotes franchise mode. Saving Scottsdale. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a few things that are going through my head right now. One of which is that I am extremely disappointed because we have the 11th and probably 15th pick. That's what the guess is before we hop into the lottery, though. So we're going to go ahead and simulate to see what we get into the lottery. But I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a long one. We got the off season, so of course it's going to be a long one. Oh, yeah, I want to keep going. Something I was thinking about, it wouldn't feel right if we were to save Scottsdale without a certain sniper from Toronto that I really want to find a way to bring in, and I don't know how yet, but I will make that happen. So here are the draft results. We stick at 11. What in the world? Where is Montreal? I didn't think they made the playoffs, but I guess they're not in the lottery either. They're like the one spot that's like not. Okay. Cool. Weird, but cool. Sure. Continue simming. Yep. I should have looked at that. I apologize, guys. That was the retirements. I should have looked at that for sure. So I want to take a look here at the draft class. Let's see what we can do, what we got here. Obviously, this is the Shane Wright draft class. He's going to be probably high elite. But the range for us to move up, I'm looking at Savoie and Connor Geeky. This is where I want to move up and try to get those two. Keep them teammates. That'd be really cool to me. Obviously, if we could get the chance, Antilla would be really nice as an offensive defenseman. Cope as a defensive defenseman isn't as desirable, but still will likely be very solid for us. None of the goalies look that great. I'm gonna be honest, but. And again, this is a new game, so I actually haven't drafted in this game, which should be interesting. We also have Phil Kessel to trade, so let's keep that in mind. Let's hop into it here. Winnipeg wants to trade, which is huge. New York wants to trade. We can talk to them for sure because they're right at the Savoie pick. So let's see, any growth. 87 out of Clayton Keller. Love to see it. Dylan Strome at an 85. Wallstrom at an 85. So that's our top line next year. No questions asked. Chychrun at an 86. He's growing. Not a whole lot, but he is growing. Kessel here at an 84. He's going to be gone. Barrett Hayton did not grow. At least not yet. Neither did Nylander. Fisher's up to an 80. Demers. Okay. How do I want to do this? I think Kessel and our 16th pick is what I want to give up to move up to there. Maybe just Kessel. Honestly, that might be enough. Because it is on the block. Apologize, guys. I got the hiccups. Oh, man. I still do. Still got the hiccups. Brandon Offman, he's going to be really good IRL, I think, anyway. Would you take that? No. I wonder, could I get away with like trading them a second rounder? Like if I gave you like our second and Kessel for your first and Richards? You don't want the extra salary. I get that, but that's an overcomable obstacle. What if I threw in a third? You still not buying it, huh? What if I upped that third to another second? 2 seconds and Kessel for the 7th? Accepted. Ooh, that's huge. That is huge. Because the big thing is we still have 11 and 16. Oh, that is amazing. And Ottawa really doesn't want to trade, which I don't love. But let's see if we can get them to trade. Because if we can pry that away from them, this is the Detroit pick too. If we could pry this away from them, that would be huge. We can get those two guys, which would be really nice. A good little story, I'll give you 11 and 16 for 8. Could I get like 8 and like 40? I'm throwing both of those because I'm a little bit hesitant. Accepted. Sweet. I love it. I absolutely love it. Perfect. San Jose, they get Shane Wright. Congratulations to them. Seattle, a lot of people actually expect them to be there. They get this made up guy, Dylan Cope. Lambert headed north of the border to Winnipeg. Good for them. They probably need more defensemen than they do forwards, especially in this draft. But hey, who am I to judge? Antilla headed to Nashville. We'll have to look out for him. Uh, Vasyunov, I'm not sure how to say that. He went to New York, and now it is. I didn't. I thought it was okay. Whoa, I forgot. Yeah, they got their. I forgot. Buffalo got Florida's first in the Sam Reinhart trade. Ooh, that trade looks really good for Florida or for. What the heck, guys? Can I still can I trade for them? That's my next question here. We're gonna take Connor Geeky with this one, but can I trade for Savoie? I hope I can. I want Savoie. I can. Hopefully they'll accept. Like, I'll give you 8. Rejected. Do we just take a shot on somebody then to try to make up the difference and then trade them for Savoie? Because I think that would still work. But who do I trust? Probably the made-up guy, if I'm being perfectly honest. Oh, but it's such a shot in the dark though, because we don't know. And I don't know you that well. You're projected to go 6th. You should be elite, please. You know what? Hang on. No, you're projected to go 6th. We're going to take you. Let's do it. Elite, okay. Actually, we might not want to trade that. Elite two-way defenseman. That's solid. Connor Geeky as a power forward would work really well for us, though. And maybe next year, maybe we just target some other forwards, or maybe we just try to figure out a way to get Savoie. I'm not sure yet, but let's go to 34. Let's see what we can pull out. At pick 34, and remember, guys, I don't know the drafting as well as I did in NHL 21, so your guess is as good as mine for most of these guys. We might want to take Likowski here. Likowski. Where's the lick? Please explain. Lisowski, maybe? I think we're going to take him. Medium top 6. Let's just hope that it's true. It is. Good to know. We got a center playmaker there. Happy to see that. Happy to see that. 8th pick here in the second round. What can we pull out here? Ekman Larson, Albert. Anybody that I really want? Like, that's what I'm trying to see here. If there's anybody that I recognize the name of. Not really. Yeah, not really that I can remember. So I think if I was to pick one here, it's probably going to be Ekman Larson. Even though he is a low top 6, there's a better chance of him being that, whereas Albert could be top 9, and I don't want that. Well, actually, we're going to take the high risk, high reward. Let's see. Top 6. That worked out. Okay, cool. So we got another top 6 forward. We'll take that. Again, we will absolutely take that. Let's see here. Ooh, we do have a gem in Alec Hunt. But there's a couple of guys. Rocher. I remember him. I think I'm going to take Rocher. Just because I remember his name. Top 6. Let's go. Absolutely thrilled with that pick. I feel like we're having a solid draft. I could be wrong, but this feels pretty solid, especially for not having drafted before on this game. The two defensemen here are probably the move, if I have to be honest with you. Let's see if there's anybody lower that's a better option. Jagger Furcus. I don't know why, but I love that name. That picture is hilarious. And I feel bad. I'm not trying to say he's funny looking, but the name Jagger and then his face during that just... Oh, man, that had me cracking up. I don't trust either one of these defensemen. That being said, give me the 18-year-old. Top 60, man. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Let's see here. Okay, okay. I want the defenseman who's an enforcer. It's that simple. Top 6, low top 6 at that. That's disappointing. That's extremely disappointing. This might be our last pick, if I'm being honest. Let's see here. Anybody potential-wise? Zach Bigger. You know what? Let's take a shot on a goalie. Okay, that was a good, reliable strategy in the old days. Let's see if it still holds true. It does not. We have one more pick. That's right, because we have a 6th rounder, but we don't have a 7th rounder. European defenseman is definitely a possibility here. Bigger's still available. I don't know why would I trust this guy. Maybe we'll trade back in for him. I want this dude. Let's try him. 7th. I should not have wanted him. That was a terrible decision, and I apologize for it. Let's go here. 6th rounder. You know what I was gonna say there. You know what I was saying. Extension salaries. We do want to trade Demers. Definitely want to trade Demers here. Give me your 6th, and would you give me like a 2nd next year? You probably won't give me a 2nd, but like a 4th next year maybe, or 3rd next year would be fair. Give me the Kraken's 3rd next year. Rejected. What if it was your 3rd instead? There we go. Cool, cool, cool. So we got that 6th and a 3rd next year. It's at least something to get for him, and we don't want him, so works for me. Who was the guy I wanted? Delarover. Bottom 6 playmaker. I shouldn't have wanted that. It's all right. Let's finish off the draft. Overall, solid draft. Really, I feel really confident in that draft. I really wish we would have been able to get Savoie and pair him with Geeky again, but got the picks right. But I did not expect Buffalo to take him. Really, oh my gosh, I'm still just so psyched about Keller, because I feel like he's gonna take that next step, which we absolutely need him to. If we want to turn this team around, Keller is going to be a big part of that. All right, coaches, just come back so I don't have to worry about you. That's another thing. If our coach could develop well, I would really appreciate it. If Corbin here could develop, that'd be really nice. Caden Corbin, if he could develop better, really appreciate it. He is only 48, so we could have him for a long time, which would be nice. I'm not gonna lie, it would be very nice. Let's go to the re-sign players now. Let's go see what we got to re-sign. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not. If I remember correctly, you're like, yeah, 5 mil. Don't want to offer you that. Don't really want to give you that. Okay, Galchenyuk, I actually would like to give a contract to. I'm fine with him if he wants to be a 3rd line center next year, because he performed well in the AHL, like really well. Jaskin here. Not really. We can find somebody better. Let's qualify you to start off, and then we will give you. I'd honestly, 8 years, 1 mil. I'll do that, but I swear, you're gonna be a 3rd liner. You better develop at least something, dude. Jay Beagle, I'd like to keep you, but I don't think that you're gonna want to. You don't want to stay here. I'm not gonna force you to stay here. Boyd, we'll give you just the deal you're asking for. You're asking for not a whole lot. Louis Erickson, 2-8 contract. That's fine. We'll just qualify you because I don't really want to be bothered. Qualify you. Qualify you. Qualify. Oh my gosh, so many people to qualify here. Is there anybody that I like genuinely am like, oh, I want them for sure? Not really. I mean, we'll qualify Spears and Holtz just because they have NHL potential, but they could one day become NHLers. But the big one here is Pulak. It really is. So I think a 1-year deal at like 6.8 for 1 year is fine with me. Pulak, we will do that all day, every day, twice on the weekends. We'll offer you a contract, but the other goalies can walk. Pulak, we'll do 1 year at 6.8. You know, hopefully you'll come back and we can work at building this team. Okay, we got the head coach, I believe the AHL head coach. Got the AHL associate coach. We did not get Patola, our assistant. Got the AHL goalie coach, so that's cool. Nylander renewed. Pulak renewed. Erickson renewed. Boyd renewed. Okay, sorry. For a second, his answer changed, like, the format, so I had to make sure there for a second. And to re-sign phase, yep, that's fine. All these guys are just signing their offer sheets. Or not offer sheets, their RFA offers. We do have one coach opening, which we'll get to here in a second. Something I realized I want to take a look at is the awards. I actually want to see who won what individual awards. Yeah, so Tampa Bay obviously won the Cup. President's Trophy went to Carolina. Edmonton played them in the finals. That's interesting. Connor McDavid with the Art Ross. Leon Draisaitl with the MVP. That's kind of funny. That's really funny, honestly. James Norris going to Doughty. Doughty, no, not in real life. DeBrincat getting the Lady Byng. Zegras getting the Calder. Conn Smythe going to Cooch. Vezina and the William Jennings to Fleury. Edmondson with the Bill Masterton. Hamill there is the best coach. O'Reilly with the Selke. I mean, he just cranks those out. He's a factory for him. Ted Lindsay goes to Draisaitl. And the Rocket actually going to McKinnon. Huh, I didn't expect that. I really didn't. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and let's get into this free agency class. That's what I'm really excited about because we have a lot of money to play with. No way. Oh, I was about to say there's too good to be true. I thought he was just completely, they were like, yeah, you can have him. Why do you want that? Why do you want 8 point? Oh my gosh, people frustrate me. Players who don't know their own values. Things of that nature. We're looking for budget options if we're being perfectly honest. Guys who are okay to come in and play a second line role. Because we could be competitive. We could. We have 30 million in cap space, so that's definitely a fair chunk of change here. I don't want to pay you that though. Let's look at just forwards to start off. Actually, hang on. I want to take a look at the roster, see what we do have filled out before we officially. And I need my charger. Give me just 1 second here. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My laptop was crashing. I needed to find my my charger to be able to take care of that. But here we are. Oliver Wahlstrom wants to talk about his extension. Let's go ahead. Let's do that. Ooh, 8 years is a big number, buddy. I like you at 4. You want an extension. Let's see if we can get you to like 6.5. That'd be ideal to me. Looks like we're going to get you at like 6.75. Could probably get you at 6.6. We'll try 6.6. That's the ideal contract to me. And he looks to be the only real big deal that we have coming up. When we look at forwards, though, overall-wise, our first line is set. Keller, Strome, and Wallstedt. Wallstrom, not Wallstedt. They're going to be solid. Second line, we have a center. We have Schmaltz. Partially have another one in Fisher. I think we're gonna say that we do have another one in Fisher, even though I don't think that he's that great. We're gonna stick with him just because we don't really need to have anything great. And then third line is gonna be Galchenyuk. I mean, do I just play Barrett Hayton there to force him to grow? Probably. It'll probably be Galchenyuk, Hayton, and Nylander. Fourth line of Krause, Boyd, probably, we'll sign another fourth liner. So I need a fourth liner, a second liner for offense. What about defense? We need the rest of a defensive core aside from the top pair. Cool. And goalies in general. That should be hopefully affordable. Let's hope. All right, well, let's get into it then. If we're looking at second liner, right, it's going to be with Schmaltz and what's his face? Fisher. I'm going to look for probably a sniper or a playmaker. Those are probably the two best things to put alongside them. What are we looking for here? Because the other thing is I don't want to find anybody that's Jeff Carter actually might be a solid option for it. We'll offer Jeff Carter a deal just because at the end of the day, I could also play him on the third line. And I think I actually want to do that. I think I want to find like a better quality second liner. Ooh. Do I try to make a 8.5 mil though? For 7 years too. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Radulov is a playmaker. I'm not gonna give him that deal. You know, this is what I want to do. I think we're gonna go Strome. I would feel more comfortable on a 2-year deal at 5.5. That's fine. But that I think is gonna wrap up our forwards. Aside from, I do need a fourth liner. Forgot about that. Why is Max Domi asking for so much? Can anyone answer me that? Like, I don't get it, dude. You're not that good. You're not that guy, pal. You are not that guy. Honestly, Appleton here might be a good fourth liner. We'll give him a deal. See what he says. Logan Brown could be interesting. No, he's 24. I don't want him bad enough for that. Williams here, 21. He could be a little bit of trade value. Not sure how much, but a little bit. It starts to get kind of ugly after that. Sorella could be a young penalty killer. So we'll give you that deal. It's fine. Defenseman now. This is where we're actually going to need some bodies. And everyone except for Ekholm is kind of in play here. Honestly, the two guys that I'm really looking at hardcore would be Manson. It's probably going to be Manson and Gustafsson. Manson, you're getting a 2-year deal. I'll give you 4.5 for 2 years. Hopefully you'll take that. Gustafsson, oh my gosh, Gustafsson is way lower than I expected. I didn't even realize. Because Risto wants a big old contract that I don't want to pay him. See, you're not getting 5.2 as at the overall that you're currently at. You're not. It's not going to happen. I don't understand the thought process behind that. I do, however, like Kuka. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, bud. But you're a third line defenseman. I don't know why I said fourth line there. Third line defenseman who I think could be solid, especially for that contract. Less than $1 million. Haig. Oh no, he's restricted. I would say he's young. He looks perfect, but unfortunately, it looks like Sami Niku at 25 looks like he could be a solid deal for us. Yeah, let's get him to where he's RFA still. It'd be nice. So that's what I want for that bottom pair. The top pair or middle pair, I definitely want Manson. Do I want Letty or do I not? Do I want Letty or do I not? Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try Letty. I would give you 1 year at 5 mil. I think that's a good contract here. And then finally is in goal. Wow, okay, there's some big deals. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? First of all, these two are my main two targets, I think. If we could run them as a pair, that'd be solid. I think 3.75 for 4 years for Elvis Merzlikins. That'd be nice. And Darcy Kemper, 1 year. I'd give you 4 mil. 1 year for 4 mil. I have 12 contracts offered. I'd like to, we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna simulate a couple days. We'll see what comes of this. Hopefully good things. Hopefully good things come of this. A third, a fourth, and Boyd for a second. I mean, no. It's not a terrible trade, but I don't really want to trade my draft picks unless I know what I'm getting. Josh Williams, trade value. We'll take it. Manson accepted. Sammy Niku accepted. Our defensive core is set. Yep, there's Letty. Let's go. Jeff Carter rejected. Mason Appleton accepted. Sorella accepted. That is unfortunate that Jeff Carter rejected. Darcy Kemper accepted and Merzlikins. And Wallstedt renewed. Strome rejected. Ooh, that's not good. That is big time not good. So now we got to reevaluate on the forward front for a second liner. Man. If Kako wasn't a two-way forward, I would talk to him, but I don't really want to talk to him because he's a two-way forward. And again, this game more than likely hates two-way forwards just the same as the other. I don't love that they're 37. I do have 16 million cap space. Do I just go for Hurdle? Actually, why would I do that? Why would I do that when I could just go for Riley Smith here? Yeah, I think maybe we go for both. Or we go to Stastny. Ooh, Stastny and Yamark. Or maybe Kasha. Okay, how would I do this? I think Riley Smith for the second line right wing spot would be solid. So let's go ahead. Let's start with this. I'll give you 5 mil, right? I like that deal. Stastny, 2.5. You might be the third line center. I'm not sure yet. And Janmark. 2 years, 3.25. How's that sound? I think that's what we're gonna run with. If I don't know, I kind of want to run Galchenyuk at the third center spot. We'll see if he fits, or whoever doesn't fit will get traded. So Janmark accepted, which is huge. I don't want to do that. Advance. Paul Stastny accepts, which is huge. And Riley Smith. Okay. We actually have a good team. Like, if I'm being completely honest here, we have a solid team. With that in mind, there's a couple of things I'm kind of looking to do. I kind of just want to talk to you guys while we do the simulating because I haven't really gotten to lay out a plan for you guys. I would love to try to find a way to get Austin Matthews. And I think that this could be a year where we try to trade for Austin Matthews to increase our star power. I don't know what we would give up or what we would even be able to give up that would be close. But we will take a look at that whenever we get to the regular season. Yeah, we're already at 30 minutes, so I think adding another, maybe making this episode maybe 40 minutes for an off season, that's not terrible. Especially because I'm having to cut out a big chunk of that, so we're probably at maybe 20 minutes even. I had to cut out a big chunk of that to get that charger. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think getting Austin Matthews, he could be the captain. Then we have Keller and Chychrun as the assistants. I love our goalie tandem, and they're both pretty cheap too. I'm honestly over the moon with how this team is turning out right now. Before I do this, though, I want to go to roster moves. We also had a really good draft. I forgot about that too. Okay, 87, 86, 86, 86, 85. Pardon me. Okay. Ooh, Barrett Hayton did shoot up, which is great. 82. Alex Nylander in 81. Okay, this makes me feel a lot better. Fisher is not going to be on that second line. He's not. It's going to be probably Smith, Schmaltz, and Janmark. And then the third line will be like Or do I put Stasny up there? I probably put Stasny up there. But let's go. Let's see in if the realm of possibility, if the possibility could ever even remotely happen. That is a that is a ton of trade value. That's the entire bar of trade value. Oh my god, no. I mean, we'd be giving up like him, Gunther or Gunther. I still haven't figured that out. Uh, uh, Yanmark, and even that got rejected. What's our first looking like? It's not real valuable. Hmm. Okay. So I'd give up multiple firsts in this deal. I want to see if it's possible, guys. I do. Um, Yanmark would be the guy that I would give up, right? Because if we go to forwards, we sort by overall. You're probably going to go Keller, Strome, Wallstrom still. Then it's probably Schmaltz, Smith, and it's probably Schmaltz, Smith, and Matthews. Or maybe you put Matthews in the first line, move Strome down to the second line, and then you put him with Riley and with Schmaltz, and then your third line is Hayton, Nylander, and Yanmark. So maybe Stastny's the odd guy out, but even that, that's not enough value. So when we look at rookie skaters, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I mean, I'd throw in Geeky for what that's worth. We'd be over the max salary cap, just barely too. So it'd have to be someone just a little bit more expensive. I mean, Yanmark is fine. I would throw in Yanmark. Yeah, I'd throw in Yanmark instead. That's not a sticking point to me. Rejected. The value just isn't where it needs to be. Yeah, that's understandable. That really is. He's got 2 years left on that deal. Whenever he goes, hopefully he heads into free agency, and I'm going to do everything I can to get him into free agency, for the record. Even if that means having to trade them some bad contracts, I don't mind, because I think Austin Matthews returning to Arizona to help save Scottsdale is a great story that needs to be told. And we will definitely be the group to tell that story. But with this all in mind, what was I going to do? I wanted to talk to Toronto about something else aside from Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner at a 90 overall with that trade value. I hate that. As much as I understand that they had to increase the trade value so that guys like McDavid and Matthews had increased trade value, Marner should be higher because he's 25 and 90 overall. I don't care what other, what is it? He has a zone ability. I don't understand what could possibly be making them think that. Your draft picks, though. I would take your 2/3 because what was I going to give up? We have a ton of thirds. This will give us 4/3, which I'm good with. I like that. If I go to rookie skaters, who did I want? Oh, and now, so it's going to be defenseman. So our defensive core is looking like Chychrun and Pulak. That part we understand already. We know Mason and Leddy again. So then it's looking like Soderstrom is definitely going to play, right? I would. Would I give up Alexiev or should it be Niku? It would probably be Niku and Kukin. That's too much. Even just Kukin is too much. So what if I did that and not Soderstrom? We're keeping Soderstrom. He's going to grow for us. It's going to be Kukin and Niku. And I want to take back a contract. So who would I take back? Who has the necessary cap? Michael Grabner? No, I need like 2 mil, 2.5. I mean, Nick Ritchie instantly sticks out as the top option. Although TJ Brody is still overpaid for what he's doing for that defensive core. He's an 85 overall, too. This could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Because if I was to do that, what would the forward core look like if I got Ritchie? Then you're looking at Keller, Wallstrom, Strome, Schmaltz, Smith, and Ritchie. So then you could dish him as well. Ooh. Because this right here is doable. That's definitely, you can make up that money. I wonder, could I find a way to make up this money? I mean, Michael Grabner should make that up, right? They accepted that. Okay. Well, I'm hyped. We just actually got a lot better. And now when I go to defenseman, I can trade Sami Niku real quick. I could probably trade him to like Vancouver. Like, are you guys trying to give up your picks? I can't remember. Your second and third, or Detroit's third? Would you do that? Rejected. What about just your second? Cool. Considered a done deal. Sweet. So with that all being said, we're gonna make sure that we have the right guys called up. Galchenyuk, you're just not making it, bud. Hate to break it to you. Grabner, you're probably gonna go to the AHL. Ooh, and there's competition on the fourth line as well, even. Interesting. Alexiev, you're going to come up. And Timmins is a 79. I'm so psyched about how this roster has turned out already. So let's go ahead. Let's get over here to edit lines. Take a look at these guys, see what we can do. So, okay, so Nylander actually fits perfectly with them too, which is good to know. But we're going to include Nylander, or we're going to put this line together here. Yeah, so... Okay, that line would get a +1. And then what if I did that? That doesn't really put up a big amount of numbers either. So what if I just flat out switched it back? I did this and that. Ooh, if I did this, the second line gets a plus as well. But then Alex Nylander doesn't really play, and I don't really want that. I want Nylander to play. So we're going to stick with what was working there. That's going to be not the third there, and then... Okay. This forward core is solid. It is. Your top line looks great. I'm very happy with them. Second line is serviceable. They can hold it down. Your third line, you have Hayton and Nylander, who hopefully will develop both of them. Janmark there to help put up some goals. And the fourth line is actually really young, which I like. On defense, again, we have Pulak and Chychrun holding it down, no problems there. Leddy and Manson holding down the second line, and Soderstrom and Alexiev, who I am very happy with this defensive pair, honestly, this entire team. And then in goal, I forgot, we have Merzlikins and Kemkes. Why was I about to say? Kemper. That's the word I was looking for. Darcy Kemper. So I really like the NHL roster right now. It turned out really well. Down here, it doesn't look like Lawson Krause is going to develop a whole lot, but hopefully, with the right chances, he develops. On defense, though, Timmins, top 6 defenseman now. Ooh, I don't know about that, bud. But we'll give you a chance there to hopefully develop a little bit more. If you can hit 80, we can have a conversation. Or maybe I trade Leddy right now. What if I went Soderstrom there? That doesn't affect that. And I trade Leddy, and then I bring up Timmins. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do that real quick. So let me go ahead and let's go find a trade for Nick Leddy. I didn't realize I was going to be trading him already, but hey, here we are. And again, if there's anything I'm really looking for, it's probably... obviously, like a young star, like a Trevor Zegras would be really cool, but that's not going to happen. I want to talk to Ottawa. They have a lot of young guys. Maybe we can snag somebody from them. Timmy Stutzla would be nice. Be really nice. Actually, I know exactly who I want to go talk to. Buffalo. I want Savoie. Leddy has nowhere near the trade value I had assumed he had, and that really just crushed all the hope that I had there. Roche is 20, which I don't love. I'd throw Roche in. Roche and Letty for Savoy. They are over the cap. Of course they are. They have the Jeff Skinner contract. Of course they are. How much are they over the cap? That's the other thing. I mean, maybe a Casey Middlestat? No, they're more than Casey Middlestat over the cap. More than 2.7. It's probably going to have to be like a Goligoski, who I then would probably just flip. In that instance, it's probably just a flip situation. I don't want to trade any of that. I trade my second next year. Oh my god, what if I included one of the thirds that we got? Our third for this upcoming year. And I'll include another third. I want Savoy on this roster. Oh my gosh, okay, what if I just went like this? How about just that? Rejected. Throw in, I'll take off these, right? Take off those. I'll add the Flyers one. Oh, well, we also have a Montreal pick for next year, which I forgot about. Throw in that. And an extra second. Are you kidding me? You know what? Fine. Roche and... do I want to give up a first? Not really. What am I doing? What am I doing? This is not the purpose of this trade. The purpose of this trade was to find a partner that wants Nick Leddy. Sorry guys, I get a little sidetracked. I don't know if y'all have noticed. Conservative buyers don't want him, but regular buyers do. Most regular buyers, because apparently some sellers want him as well, which is weird. Like, you're literally trying to not be good. Way over. They want him. Y'all feeling a 1-for-1? Dang. Tried. It's the only thing I'll accept from Toronto. Let's see here. Vegas. They're way over, way over, way over. They're doable. 89. Are they the closest here? Chicago, maybe. 87. No, it's Colorado. It's by far Colorado. Ooh, I forgot about Alex Newhook. He's elite. What is he? What is his, he's a playmaker? I like him. I like the look of him. Actually, I need a goalie prospect. You all, okay. Alright. Detroit, I love how now Costa's a medium starter. Like, I've seen him be elite before, and they're like, yeah, no, now that he's drafted, he's not that good. Alright, cool, just, every bit I hope I had. I'd like to figure out this. Is there a way to figure this out? They want him. Is there a mutual piece here? Zuccarello, 6 mil, 2 years. We would do that. We would definitely do that, right? Rejected. Okay, that kind of hurts. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, there's no way. There's nothing. Like, there's nothing here that's that valuable. Money-wise, anyway. I mean, let's go back to Colorado. Let's figure something out with them. In fact, I would take draft picks. Would you give me your first for Nick Leddy? Oh, you have to give me like a small prospect or a small player or something. Give me like I don't even care. Like new hook. I'm about to say, yeah, I want this guy. He's young, but don't think they'll accept that one. I'll do Carpenter. Carpenter in your first for Nick Leddy. Insufficient. But consider, right? Consider if I add Philadelphia's third. Please just do this deal, please. They will. Okay, we got another first round pick for this year. That's huge, I think, because this year is a big year. This is the Connor Bedard draft. This is the year that we can get that dude, that we can get that how do I put this? That I, I mean, there's no other way to put it besides franchise player, is there? The guy who will make the difference for this team. You add a Connor Bedard to this team, and this team is already incredible. I mean, this first line is great, but you add a Connor Bedard, and, with Barrett Hayton, Alexander Nylander, like the forward core is already set. They just have to grow. Connor Timmins, we're going to put on defense here. Thank you. Special teams now. Do want to go through this real quick. I know that the video is already pretty long. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be around a 40-minute episode, 45-minute episode maybe. So we'll see. I'm going to do my best to cut it down a bit here, guys. We want Nick Ritchie there. Again, I want Clayton Keller double shifted on the power play because he still has low elite, but he's 87 overall, so hopefully can develop into something. Actually, no. Schmaltz needs the time. We'll put Nylander over here. Timmins, is that the right call? I don't know about that. Alexiev, maybe? I feel like he's offensive-ish. What other snipers do we have? Do we have a sniper on the third line? Janmark, that's the one. Power play, so we'll put Janmark back here. Janmark, there you go. That's fine with me. 4-man power play, I don't care enough. Penalty kill, 4-man penalty kill. So, actually, this looks pretty solid. I genuinely cannot complain. Schmaltz, you're getting power play time, so I'm actually going to take your spot here, and I'm going to give it to Christian Fischer. Appleton is the center for the fourth line, so he should have decent face-offs. 72. What about you, Sorella? I know you're a center. 75. We'll flip that. I want Fischer there, Sorella there. Boom, boom. Barrett, Hayton, and Sorella, that's fine. Oh, Josh Manson doesn't fit, and I didn't realize that, but that's okay. I really like the look of this team, guys. I really do. This is a big difference just 1 year ago. All right, the amount of change that we've been able to put into this team, the amount of effort, it's great, and I'm really excited for us to keep going with this franchise mode. So I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next one. Talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.